Hi, this is Caylie Graham with New Society Publishers. I'm here with Kenda Ching Swanson, and she works for People for a Healthy Community. And I'm just wanting to talk a little bit about this wonderful program that I get to take advantage of due to all of these beautiful volunteers who sort and organize this food that comes in. And where does the food come from?
Yeah, so the food sitting in front of us actually is part of a program that People for a Healthy Community and Nesters partner in called the Food Recovery Program. Nesters Market on Gabriola basically gives us food that they no longer can sell, such as dairy products, bread, and produce. Do you want to hear a bit about the process, or?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so what basically happens in the food recovery program is that food that can no longer be sold at the store and that previously would have gone into the waste stream is now received by People for a Healthy Community volunteers and staff and sorted according to what is usable and what can be used for different purposes, such as feeding animals or for composting.
Right.
So this food in front of me is food that was sorted out and deemed by volunteers as still good for people.
Wonderful.
So this is food we use to feed people in the community with. And then anything that can't still be used for people then feeds our wonderful farm animals on the island, everything from chickens to alpacas and everything in between. And then lastly, any food that animals won't use goes into compost to then be composted and used for gardens to grow food on the island.
Wonderful. And I think for myself, this highlights climate action because we're utilizing a resource within the community, stopping it from going to be waste, and I think that's a wonderful process to be a part of, so I'm really thankful that you guys are doing this program. So how much food do you guys process here?
So we processed in 2018 just over 33,000 pounds of food.
Oh my goodness.
The most recent numbers that I've looked at from January to June 2019 are nearly 20,000 pounds of food. So we're projected to be up about 40,000 at the end of 2019, which includes dairy, bread, and produce items.
Wow.
And right now, our 2019 stats, actually 65% of that total weight is going to be eaten by community members in our community.
Wonderful.
Whether that's being eaten fresh or processed in people's homes when they take it home, as well as we also use some of that food for a free soup at the elementary school once a month. And we do a free soup for the entire elementary school.
Wonderful. And the yellow bins?
Yeah, and then as well as we have so many farmers and animals on the island benefiting. So if you have animals and you want to feed them using food recovery, feel free to swing by PHC and you can actually pick up food from these bins for your chickens or sheep or whatever you like to feed it to. And then, as you can see, when we're processing nearly probably 40,000 pounds of food